let's not talk about the fact that I completely failed 2013's resolutions. So let's just get on to 2014's goals. These are going to be goals instead of resolutions because it sounds a lot more lenient than resolutions does. Resolution sounds as though it's something you need to stick to, that you need to force yourself to do, whereas goals sounds a little bit more flexible. Not quite sure whether that's just me or not, but there you go. So to start off with, goal number 1 is to finish some series. Now, I've got a few series in mind at the moment. The ones I can think of are the Percy Jackson, Harry Potter, Mortal Instruments, and His Darkest Materials, to name probably but a few. And I just feel as though I haven't really completed many series in my life, and I've started a lot of series but haven't actually finished them. Admittedly, there are those that I really don't want to finish because I didn't really like them, but there are those that I have started. I'm on like the 2nd book out of 3 and just haven't read the last book, and I feel as though I need some closure in my life. My second goal is the 50 books challenge on Goodreads, and if I reach it, I reach it, and if I don't, I don't, and I'm just setting it basically as a base stone, something to work towards. This leads me on to my third goal of the year, which is to have fun whilst reading, in the way that I don't want to pressure myself to read. If I don't want to read, then I don't want to read, and if I do want to read, then that's brilliant. And this is why I didn't want to force myself to do the 50 books challenge and meet that goal. I want to enjoy myself while getting there, and if I reach 50, then that's absolutely brilliant. I just want to have fun whilst doing it, and I don't want to feel as though I'm forcing myself to read when I really am not in the mood. My fourth goal of the year is to read the majority, if not all, of the books that I want to read in my room. To explain this a little bit better, there is a shelf in my room that's dedicated to kind of things like children's classics and just classic books and things like that I'm not entirely fussed about reading, and if I don't read them by the end of the year, then it's not going to be that much of a big deal. But the other books in my room I really want to read, and they have been in recent hauls of mine last year, and I feel as though if I don't read them, then it would have just been a waste of my money, because I don't like the idea of books just being on my shelf for show. Yes, I may buy them for the cover, the absolutely beautiful cover, but at the end of the day, I wouldn't have bought it if I didn't actually think that the synopsis of the book sounded absolutely amazing. So I hope to actually read all of the books in my room. And finally, this again leads me on to my fifth goal of the year, which is to not buy as many books. And because of the fact that I'm reading all of the books that are in my room, I don't think I'm going to need to for a little while, and I'm going to cut back and maybe do a thing of every 10 books I'm allowed to buy 1 book or something like that. But to be honest, I haven't really been needing to buy a lot of books recently. Yes, I've got some for Christmas, absolutely appreciate it, love it, but I haven't really felt the need to buy any books. Actually, I buy things on Kindle, so maybe I need to stop that too. But then they're only 99p. Ah, conflict in my head. But yeah, stop buying as many books as I used to. I know I didn't buy as many as some people, but I want to cut down on my personal spending limits. Now, those are my 5 bookish goals of the year. Let me know what yours are in the comments down below. I would absolutely love to hear, and we can cheer each other on. We can make sure that 2014 is the year that our bookish goals are met. And I mean, seriously, you can cheer me on because I'm really awful at keeping at goals. But this year, honestly, I feel a lot more motivated than I did last year. Like, for real. So, we'll see how it goes. Anyways, I will speak to you tomorrow. Bye! The end.